In this video, we will review the process for completing the private label agreement form. In the private label questionnaire, there are 2 questions that must be completed to indicate the contact from the OEM manufacturer company responsible for signing the private label agreement. They'll first enter their name and then their email address. The next question asks if you, the application submitter, are authorized to sign the agreement on behalf of the private label manufacturer. Please note, only a contact from the private label manufacturer company may sign the agreement as the private label manufacturer. OEM manufacturers may not sign the agreement on behalf of a private labeler. So if you, the submitter, are the private label manufacturer and are authorized to sign the agreement, click yes. You will not have to re-enter your name and email. However, if you are not authorized to sign, click no. And then you'll be able to enter the name and email address of the private label signer. Once you submit the application, you'll agree to the terms and conditions. And the status of the application will change to awaiting signature. The private label agreement form will be sent via email by DocuSign to the OEM manufacturer and the private label manufacturer you indicated on the questionnaire. This form must be signed by both of the contacts before the application submission is finalized. Each signer will receive the private label agreement form through DocuSign. We strongly suggest adding dse@docusign.net to your email address book to avoid the email going into your spam folder. The email will have the subject, "Please complete the private label agreement." Once you click Review Document, you can begin signing. You will click Agree and Continue. The private label agreement form auto-populates the name and email of each signer. So if the recipient of the email is not the person that needs to sign, you may not forward the email to someone else. You must click Other Actions and assign to someone else where you can enter the new signer's name and email. To sign the document, you'll scroll down and enter the required fields. And then you'll click Sign. And then Finish. All signers and the application submitter, if it's different from the signers, will receive a completed copy of the signed private label agreement through email. You may retain a copy for your records. Now that both signers have signed the private label agreement form, you can see the status has changed to application submitted. Please note there are specific changes that will cause the submitter to have to re-sign the private label agreement. This would include making changes to the model numbers and product IDs on the Excel form, or if you change the signer's name in the application questionnaire. Everything else, like a new spec sheet, safety info, will not require you to re-sign the form. If you have any questions on how to complete the private label agreement form, please contact applications@designlights.org.